What if I told you that animals have superpowers? Not the cartoon-like fictional abilities you see in movies, but true, real-world superpowers beyond our wildest imagination? They exist right here on our planet, hiding in plain sight. From the depths of the ocean to the highest mountain peaks, the animal kingdom is a showcase of unbelievable abilities that defy our understanding of nature. Today, we are about to uncover the most unbelievable abilities the animal kingdom has to offer. Have you ever wondered how some animals can survive in extreme conditions that would be instantly fatal to us? Or how they outsmart even the most intelligent predators with cunning strategies and incredible intellect? These aren't just fascinating tricks, they are the keys to survival, the result of millions of years of evolution, and they are nothing short of miraculous. We'll journey through the invisible world of camouflage, witness raw physical power, and even explore the complex emotions and surprising friendships that bind creatures together. We'll expose the myths and legends that have shaped our perception of animals and reveal the true stories behind their legendary abilities. Each moment of this video is packed with mind-blowing facts and heartwarming stories that will change the way you see the world. So, before we dive into this incredible world, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't wait. Don't miss out on these unbelievable secrets of nature. Join our community and become an explorer of the animal kingdom with us. Your mind is about to be blown. One of the most fascinating superpowers animals possess is the ability to become one with their surroundings. Whether it's a chameleon's instantaneous color change or an octopus mimicking the texture and color of its environment, these creatures show us that invisibility isn't just for superheroes. They don't just change color, they become a living, breathing part of the landscape. An octopus, for example, has special pigment cells in its skin called chromatophores, which it can expand and contract to create a palette of colors. But it doesn't stop there. It can also manipulate its skin with muscles to create intricate textures, making itself look like a sandy seafloor, a piece of coral, or even a rocky outcrop. It's an evolutionary magic trick that allows it to disappear from predators and sneak up on prey. Imagine having the power to literally dissolve into your background, to become a whisper on the wind, a shadow in the forest. The chameleon takes this ability to another level. While often thought to change color for camouflage, it actually does so more for communication and to regulate its body temperature. However, many species still use it to blend in with their environment. The secret lies in a layer of crystalline cells beneath their outer skin. By manipulating the space between these crystals, they can reflect different wavelengths of light, creating a stunning array of colors that matches their mood, temperature, or a nearby branch. It's not just a survival tool, it's a form of art. And it's not just the well-known creatures that possess this power. Deep in the rainforests, the leaf-tailed gecko has evolved to look exactly like a dead, rotting leaf, with complete veins and frayed edges. In the Arctic, the snow-white Arctic fox changes its coat to a mottled brown in the summer to match the tundra, a seasonal transformation that keeps it hidden year-round. These are not coincidences. They are the result of millions of years of fine-tuning, of the slow, deliberate march of natural selection. It is a world of survival where the best hiders win. But how do they use these superpowers to their advantage? While camouflage is about blending in, some animals are meant to stand out, to dominate their environments with sheer jaw-dropping physical abilities. A cheetah can run at speeds over 60 miles per hour, a speed so fast it's like watching a car on the highway. Imagine being that fast. But their speed isn't just about their legs, it's about their flexible spine, which acts like a spring, and their large nasal passages, which allow them to take in huge amounts of oxygen. It's a symphony of biological perfection built for the chase. But what about the glow-in-the-dark abilities of certain sea creatures? Deep in the darkest parts of the ocean where no sunlight can reach, creatures like the anglerfish use bioluminescence, the ability to produce their own light, to hunt. They dangle a luminous lure from their heads, tricking smaller fish into thinking it's a meal, only to be swallowed whole. It's a terrifyingly beautiful spectacle, a light in the dark that signals a death sentence. And then there's the platypus. On the outside, it looks like a strange mix of a duck and a beaver, but on the male platypus, a venomous spur is hidden on its hind legs. This venom is not lethal to humans, but it can cause excruciating pain, a unique defense mechanism for an animal that seems otherwise harmless. Meanwhile, a tiny flea can jump a distance 200 times its own body length, a feat that would be the equivalent of a human leaping over a skyscraper. Their secret lies in a tiny protein-rich pad on their legs that stores and releases energy like a powerful spring. But perhaps the most mysterious of all superpowers is echolocation. Bats and dolphins use this incredible ability to navigate and hunt in complete darkness. They emit high-frequency sound waves that bounce off objects, creating a detailed map of their surroundings in their minds. It's like having built-in sonar, a way of seeing the world through sound. These abilities aren't just for show. They are vital to their survival, to their ability to outrun, outsmart, or simply outlast their competitors. They are proof that in the wild, the only limit to what you can do is your own imagination. It's hard to believe, but elephants have been observed using sticks to scratch their backs, showing not only intelligence, but an incredible understanding of their surroundings. This isn't just a random act, it's a deliberate choice, an act of problem-solving that we often reserve for humans. But the elephant is just the beginning. The animal kingdom is full of master tool users. Take the sea otter. Floating on its back in the ocean, it uses a small rock as a hammer and a hard surface to crack open the tough shells of crabs and clams. It carries its favorite rock in a pouch under its arm, a personal toolkit for all its culinary adventures. It's a level of foresight and planning that is truly remarkable. But perhaps the most impressive tool users are the corvids, crows and ravens. These birds are so intelligent that they can use sticks to poke for insects in hard-to-reach places, and they've been observed dropping nuts on busy roads, waiting for cars to drive over them and crack the shells so they can feast on the contents. They're not just using tools, they're understanding cause and effect and manipulating their environment to their advantage. They can even make tools. Certain finches on the Galapagos Islands will snap a cactus spine to use as a probe to get insects out of crevices. They will even trim the spine to the perfect length for the job. It's a level of innovation that is stunning to witness. This isn't just instinct, it's creativity. Can this be the beginning of an animal civilization? A species that uses tools to build and manipulate their world in new ways? When you see an animal using a tool, you're not just witnessing a cool moment. You're seeing a spark of genius, a flash of intelligence that bridges the gap between our worlds. Survival in the wild is not for the faint of heart. It is a constant battle against the elements, against predators, and against starvation. It is a place where only the strongest, the most adaptable, and the most cunning will endure. Imagine a polar bear in the Arctic using its thick fur and powerful body to endure freezing temperatures. But it's more than just fur. It has a thick layer of blubber for insulation, and its black skin absorbs what little sunlight is available. Its paws are wide to distribute its weight on the snow, and its powerful body allows it to swim for miles in the freezing water. It's a living fortress against the cold. And what about a wolf's instinctive hunting tactics that make them one of nature's greatest predators? They hunt in packs, communicating with barks and howls, and working together to take down prey much larger than themselves. Their endurance is unmatched, and they will run their prey to exhaustion before moving in for the kill. They're a perfect example of how teamwork can be the ultimate survival strategy. But what about the animals that have no hope of fighting back? The ones who must rely on their wits alone. A porcupine, for example, is covered in thousands of sharp quills. When threatened, it raises its quills and turns its back to the predator, a clear warning to stay away. The skunk, on the other hand, uses a chemical spray that is so powerful it can deter a bear. These are not just defensive moves, they are the last line of defense, the desperate act of an animal fighting for its life. The pufferfish, when threatened, will rapidly inflate its body, making itself a spiky, unpalatable meal. It's a living balloon filled with a deadly surprise. And in the game of survival, every strategy counts. From the camouflage of the chameleon to the deadly spray of the skunk, every animal has a secret weapon, a hidden power that allows it to survive in a world that is constantly trying to consume it. In the wild, animals rarely show affection to other species. The rules of predator and prey are unbending, written in the ancient language of survival.
In a world defined by conflict, some creatures defy the odds and forge the most incredible, heartwarming, and unbelievable bonds. For example, a lion cub and a baby zebra became best friends in a sanctuary, defying the odds and creating an unbreakable bond. The lion cub, raised away from its mother, imprinted on the baby zebra, and the two became inseparable. It was a beautiful display of how kindness and friendship can transcend the most rigid natural barriers. But these aren't just one-off events. There are countless stories of unlikely friendships that have captured the world's attention. A dog and a dolphin in Ireland, for example, would swim together for hours, a bond forged in a place where they should have been strangers. A gorilla in a sanctuary was seen protecting a child who had fallen into its enclosure, a powerful display of empathy and compassion that shocked the world. These friendships remind us that we aren't so different from animals, that we all have a need for connection, for affection, for love. They challenge our assumptions about the animal kingdom and show us that the rules of nature are sometimes meant to be broken. They are a reminder that in a world of chaos and conflict, there is always room for a little bit of magic, a little bit of love, and a little bit of hope. We've all seen our pets express happiness, fear, and even jealousy. A dog's tail wagging when you get home, a cat purring on your lap, a parrot mimicking your words. But what if animals in the wild feel emotions on the same level as humans? What if they experience grief, empathy, and joy with the same complexity as we do? The science is starting to say yes. Elephants, for example, have been observed mourning their dead. They will return to the site where a loved one died, touch the bones with their trunks, and even stand over the remains in a silent vigil. It is a powerful display of grief, a reminder that they are not just creatures of instinct, but beings with a deep emotional core. Dolphins and whales have been seen comforting injured or sick members of their pods. Chimpanzees have been observed showing empathy, comforting a distressed member of their community with a hug or a pat on the back. It is a level of emotional intelligence that we are only just beginning to understand. We see otters holding hands while they sleep so they don't drift apart, a small act of connection that speaks volumes. We see ravens playing games with each other, rolling down hillsides in the snow just for the fun of it. These are not just random behaviors, they are expressions of joy, of companionship, of a shared life. So the next time you see an animal, remember, it might be feeling something profound. It might be experiencing a moment of pure happiness or a deep sense of loss. It might be showing empathy for a friend or comforting a loved one. It is a world of emotion that we are just beginning to scratch the surface of, and it is a world that is far richer and more complex than we ever imagined. For centuries, many cultures have mythologized certain animals, weaving them into stories that explain the unexplainable and giving them a place of honor in their histories. Take the majestic white tiger, for example, often seen as a symbol of power and mystery in various cultures. In some parts of Asia, it is believed to be a god, a celestial being that watches over the land. It's not just a wild cat, it's a creature that carries legends and mysteries. In ancient Egypt, cats were worshipped as gods, and killing one was a crime punishable by death. They were seen as protectors of the home and the guardians of the afterlife. In Norse mythology, the raven was a messenger of the god Odin, a symbol of wisdom and foresight. In West African folklore, Anansi, the spider, was a trickster god, a cunning creature that used its wit to outsmart those stronger than it. These myths and legends are not just random stories. They are a reflection of our relationship with the animal kingdom, of our deep-seated need to find meaning and purpose in the natural world. These legends are a testament to the powerful hold that animals have had on the human imagination for centuries. They are a way for us to connect with the wild, to find a sense of wonder and awe in the creatures that share our planet. But what about the animals that are so strange and unbelievable they feel like they came straight out of a legend? The platypus, with its duck-like bill and venomous spur, was thought to be a hoax when it was first discovered. The narwhal, with its long, spiraling tusk, was believed to be the mythical unicorn of the sea. These animals are so bizarre and so unique, they blur the lines between reality and fantasy. They are proof that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and that the animal kingdom is a place where anything is possible. How do animals like camels survive the desert heat, or penguins endure the brutal cold of Antarctica? Their bodies have evolved extraordinary traits to help them thrive in extreme conditions, traits that we could only dream of having. The camel, for example, has been a symbol of desert survival for centuries, and for good reason. Its humps are not filled with water, but with fat, which it can metabolize for energy. It can go for weeks without water, and can rehydrate with incredible speed. It has thick eyelashes to protect its eyes from sandstorms, and nostrils that can close completely to keep out the sand. It is a perfect machine built for the desert. The penguin, on the other hand, is a master of the cold. Its feathers are tightly packed and waterproof, and it has a thick layer of blubber for insulation. When the weather gets really bad, they huddle together in a large group, taking turns on the outside to keep the whole colony warm. It is a stunning display of teamwork and survival. But what about the animals that survive in the most extreme conditions of all? The ones that live in the deep ocean, where the pressure is so great it would crush a human in an instant, and the ones that can survive in the vacuum of space. The tardigrade, or water bear, is a microscopic creature that can survive the most extreme conditions imaginable. It can endure temperatures from just above absolute zero to well above the boiling point of water. It can survive in the vacuum of space, can be exposed to radiation 1,000 times the lethal dose for a human, and can go without food or water for years. It is a testament to the incredible resilience of life, a tiny creature that defies all the rules. It is a powerful reminder that life can find a way to survive in even the most inhospitable of environments. When disaster strikes, animals often need help, but sometimes they help each other. Watch how a group of dolphins saved a stranded whale, guiding it back to safety in a beautiful display of solidarity. The whale, trapped in a shallow bay, was in danger of dying, but a pod of dolphins came to its rescue, nudging it and guiding it out to open water. It was a powerful display of interspecies compassion, a reminder that empathy is not just a human trait. In another instance, a group of elephants in Thailand rescued a baby elephant that had fallen into a muddy pit. They worked for hours, pushing and pulling until they were able to get it out. These are not just random acts of kindness, they are a testament to the deep bonds and incredible instincts that animals possess. And it's not just animals helping each other, it's also people helping animals. We see incredible stories of people rescuing and rehabilitating endangered species, of volunteers risking their lives to save koalas from wildfires, of brave rescuers pulling dogs and cats from floodwaters. These stories are a powerful reminder of our responsibility to the animal kingdom, of our duty to protect and preserve these incredible creatures. But what if we took it a step further? What if we all committed to protecting these animals, to preserving their habitats, and to ensuring that they have a place in this world for generations to come? The world is full of amazing stories of animals and people helping each other, and it is a powerful reminder that when we work together, anything is possible. As we come to the end of our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've seen. We've explored the secret world of camouflage, witnessed the raw power of animal superpowers, and marveled at the intelligence of tool users. We've been moved by the unique friendships and deep emotions that animals feel, and we've been astounded by their ability to survive in the most extreme conditions imaginable. The next time you see an animal, remember, it might be hiding a superpower you've never imagined. It might be a master of disguise, a superhuman athlete, or a genius problem solver. It might be feeling a deep sense of joy or loss, or it might be a living legend straight out of a myth. The animal kingdom is a place of wonder, of mystery, and of unbelievable power. It is a world that is far richer and more complex than we ever imagined. So don't just watch. Become part of the journey. Join our community of animal lovers and explorers. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss the incredible stories from the animal kingdom. And remember, the wild is full of secrets, and we are here to uncover them all. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.